Hey there, gamer chuds. Hope I didn't scare you just because I'm black, obviously. I hope you did not expect James Bond to be masculine, strong, smart, not led by a woman. Because that is a big no-no in the current year. Oh yes, James Bond is gonna change. Okay, enough with the BS, obviously. We already know that the new James Bond's 007 game is gonna be hot garbage. My god, just from the early trailer previously, we knew. We knew it's gonna be the dumbest stuff ever. I mean, your boss is literally a strong, independent woman of color that is always more smart and capable than you. So, that alone already meant that James Bond is completely ruined. But now it gets worse. Because remember, it always can get worse. Now, the good part is we have some game studio that's probably going to go bankrupt after this massive failure. So that's something to look forward, and I will personally. But other than that, IO Interactive, the game company that's gonna make this thing, says old school Bond would be tone deaf today as 007. Was that? I'm not a Bond guy. I like him, but I don't really care. Are you supposed to say Agent 007 or 007? I think it was 007, right? First Light moves the character towards more modern values. That's right, boys, he's gay. You heard it here first. You know it's true. Bam. There we go. What? A modern game for the modern audiences. I know. Literally no one wants that, and the sales for this thing are gonna barely exist, but this is the world we live in, okay? Buy Silk Song instead. Buy Expedition 33 instead. Buy Arc Raiders instead. There are so many options. How about just wait for a Steam discount sale, okay? But needless to say, I'm just speaking to the crowd at this point because everyone watching is not buying this. Because we know a red flag when we see it. And we have this magical thing that, leftists and woke people think doesn't exist, which is strange considering you can see it in literally even the dumbest animals, and it's called pattern recognition. One time on my Magic the Gathering channel, so I was talking about pattern recognition, and there was an unironical comment of a guy saying, "What are you talking about? Pattern recognition? Every human has the same level of pattern recognition." You can't make it up! You sadly just can't make this stuff up! In any case, 007 First Light developer IO Interactive has said that their vision of James Bond, the vision, won't be anything like the old school spy of the 1960s. Yes, and the money you're gonna be making is gonna be even less than that. Great stuff. A decision the studio claims would be tone deaf today. You know what's going to be tone deaf? Your audience not buying this. That didn't make sense, but you get the point. 007 First Light, 007, this First Light, the next game from obviously Sweden, because who else but Sweden would decide that man's brand like 007, Agent 007, is bad, toxic, too masculine, and needs to obviously change for, probably the 50% of women who play video games, who, I don't know about you, but I'm still looking for them. My god, am I still looking for them. Listen, I want a wife, I want children, okay? But I can't find that gamer girl for some reason. And technically, I have a small, but yet somehow successful YouTube channel. And I'm getting nothing. Where are these magical female gamers? They don't exist. Best case scenario, there's a guy clearly pretending to be a woman in the comment section. Oh boy. Studio is now primed to launch in May 2026. This is gonna be great. Okay, how much are we willing to bet this game has day one peak player base? 10K? 5K? Maybe 15K highest? Or are we thinking maybe 5K is going to be the highest? Man, it's going to be a wild ride. That's what I'm going to tell you. But no way this is going to be successful. Now, granted, if this is a Swedish studio, we know that this is government subsidized. So, nice one, Sweden. You just literally paid for a bunch of bullshit again. I hope you're happy. May 2026, after a short delay, releasing before Hitman 4, which the studio has promised will happen. Yes, I'm sure Hitman will also be woke, because you can't have a studio make one woke game and the other one is not woke. It just doesn't work like that. So Hitman fans, congratulations, you're also getting completely blasted. It's just a miracle of life. The upcoming stealth action game is a more modern take on the iconic British spy. Who asked you to make a modern take on it? I didn't. I'm pretty sure no one did. These people are so absolutely twisted and insane, honestly, because they take old successful things that are old and successful because, get this, they appeal to a certain type of audience, and then they twist it into something unrecognizable. It's exactly as Tolkien said, evil cannot create, evil can only twist and corrupt. Don't remember he actually said twist part, but I think it works there fine. Speaking to Monster Vine? Cinematic director Martin Emorg revealed that while there will be elements of the smooth-talking Bond, yes, when he's talking to men probably, many have come to expect from the franchise he'll be a modern guy and will reflect modern values. I don't know about you, but my favorite values are obviously the modern values, which stand for nothing, are useless, do nothing but harm visibly society, and don't make fucking sense. Yes, I can't wait to experience a Bond with modern values. But wait, how do you even consolidate the idea that he's gonna have modern values but still be a smooth talker? These things don't even go together. So one of them is a lie. And we can all probably honestly guess which one is the lie at this point. Oh boy. Man, I love when you read these articles how just verse it gets for no reason at all. Oh boy. When asked at the Gamer Awards 2025 about whether or not their spy played by Dexter original Sins Patrick Gibson will share some of the earlier Bond characteristics, specifically focused on the character's womanizer. Dude, like, half of the Bond, 1/3 of the Bond character is womanization, then it's the cool gadgets, and then it's being a manly man that does the right thing. That's what James Bond is. And I'm not a huge fan. I'm still not actually sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it. 007 or no, it has to be 007. I remember from some movies. Tendencies. Emborg, that's the name. Explain, yes, you will see that. However, he went on to explain that the character of Bond has evolved. Oh boy. Adding, so he's evolved through the decades, and obviously we reflect. Dude, all they want to talk about is the modern values. If that's not the reddest flag, honestly, about all of this situation, I don't know, nothing is. Because they can't shut up about the modern values stuff. So it's not going to be your old school Bond. You know, the one that people liked, the one that became a massive, successful, well-known movie thing. You know, yeah, I'm sure this is going to go great. You know, like the Witcher series after Henry Cavill left. I'm sure it's going to go great. The Halo TV show where, Master Chief takes off the helmet because obviously, otherwise you can't see the actor's face. It's dumb, right? It's dumb. The Fallout TV show where they completely ignored all the lore and it was garbage. Yeah, I'm sure. There's so many examples of things that people love that don't need to be changed for the modern, non-existing audience, as Dragon Age Veilguard, how that went. And it just being changed into something it's not meant to be, something that was never garnished any success. It's crazy. These people are just parasites. That's it. They're just parasites at the end of the day. I don't know what else to call them. The hell is this? Wait, was that stomach medicines? These ads are random because I don't need that. The earliest James Bond film is in practice. Wait, did we read? Yeah. Days right. He's a modern guy. The earliest James Bond films, in a particular, have rightly come under fire. Who? I love it how they just lie. They just lie so out in the open. Oh yeah, the old thing that everyone likes and no one is talking poorly about. Yeah, that thing. Oh, everyone hates it actually. They just lie and they hope that some people are just gonna believe the lie. They don't care that there are people right there out in the open showing proof that no, the old Bond movies are not under fire from anyone. Everyone likes them, in fact. And they're just, no, they're bad. Everyone hates them. Chud. How dare you say that no one hates them? Over the spy treatment of women. Yes, literally no one. As always, being generally inappropriate, the spy even resorts to hitting women. Whoa, Bro, what do you mean? I thought we're feminists here. What happened to equal treatment? You know what do you mean? Isn't that a good thing? Aren't the rights like equal? Isn't a woman equally strong as a man? Like I don't get this. Like, and that's suddenly bad. You see, this is why no one likes their ideology because it makes no sense. It says go left, but you actually go right somehow. All of the things these people stand for, they don't actually impose them. They don't actually live by them. It's just virtue signaling. For example, the man with the golden gun, where Roger Moore's Bond slaps Andrea Anders, then threatens to break her arm. Absolutely based. While many have linked First Light to IO's Hitman series in terms of gameplay, Emborg says the team has worked hard on the combat system that they hope will create a completely new experience. Yes, I'm sure you need a new combat system, by the way, surely. He said it's really physical because Bond is very physical guy. Well, that sounds problematic and should be changed. It's a lot of fun. And I think that's something that IO hadn't done before. Wait. Oh, wait. So this sentence, in context with the previous statement, means that Bond is a very physical guy, as in he's masculine, and they need to change that. I think this is what the conversation is hinting at. I'm pretty sure that this is what they're talking about. That was a problem, and now it's gonna change. Because sometimes these leftists speak in the strangest ways, and it's sometimes really hard to... have you ever actually tried to read like a hardcore leftist article? They're written in such a strange way that you can't even comprehend the minuscule amount of information given to you. It's so strange. I think it would also put layers and layers of on our ranged combat, like really polish that and take that to the next level. So I think everyone at IO has been really hungry to kind of go for that. Yeah, as well as big set pieces, trucks, planes, you know. The bad news is the first slide has been delayed for 2 months and will be released on May, blah blah blah. Despite IO's confirming it's fully playable. Yeah, this is also something that we heard. We watched this trailer. It's really bad. Okay, look at that. First obvious person of color. Let's find the next one. There we go. That's your boss, an Indian woman. 10 out of 10. And there we go. Riri Williams yet strikes once again. The clear probably guy who betrays you. There we go. You see how it is. Also, it looks horrible. These graphics, by the way, look horrible. But again, we have already talked about this. All of this just looks bad. Anyway, I hope you didn't have your hopes up because this has no future. 10 out of 10. Like and subscribe. Bye.